Just look at it. Isn't it beautiful? So much work and so much time. But here we are. What is up, everybody? This is the Fresh Baked Goods, and thank you for clicking on this video. I've done it. It's finally over. Finally made it. I hit level 10 support, and with how much time and effort it took to get this far, you're damn right I'm gonna make a video on it. Support is probably one of the hardest roles to level up for a variety of different reasons, and I've only seen a few people get this far on it, so I figured, hey, why not try and pass along what I've learned? So here's my advice on how to best utilize the role and the best ways to level it up. So let's start with the very basic generic idea of knowing your worth. The support role is one that goes unappreciated. You don't get the points an AT or an engineer or a squad leader gets, but you're absolutely the second most important role behind a squad leader. One or two supports on a team can turn a game around. It makes building garrisons that much easier. Without support, you're completely relying on the commander dropping supplies, which is not always a safe bet. You are the lifeblood of this game. And honestly, you'll be having more fun once you get those garrisons set up. So yeah, it sucks. You're not gonna get all the praise and glamour, but yourself and everyone around you will be having way more fun if somebody's occupying the support role. So the trick to being a really successful support role is just dropping your supplies, man. If you see a spot that needs a garrison, fucking go drop your supplies there. And if you see your supplies aren't being used, or maybe the position is no longer a good position for them to be in, hey man, just drop them again. They refresh after every single life. If you drop them and a garrison's built, fucking go drop them somewhere else. The key thing to know is that you can only have one stack of supplies at a time, so as soon as you drop it, the old one's gonna disappear. But if you're advancing, you get to that front line and there's no garrison around you, before you keep going, drop the supplies. More often than not, a squad leader or the commander is gonna build a garrison on them. Which brings me to my next point. Speak up. First thing I do when I enter a squad, if I'm gonna be the support, is I let the squad leader know, hey man, I know what I'm doing. Let me know when and where you want these supplies, and they're yours. And they absolutely fucking love it. And speaking up just doesn't go for your own squad leader. Use that proxy chat. Talk to the other squad leaders. If your SL goes down, but you see Baker over there, and you say, hey man, let's get a Gary up. Usually they'll be like, fuck yeah, that sounds good. Because chances are, they might not have a support role in their squad. If you place supplies and you see a squad leader not building a garrison, call them out on it, man. A lot of new people playing this game, or maybe they just didn't see it. But get in that proxy chat and be like, yo, build this shit. And they'll be like, okay, they'll do it, trust me. And even when it comes to building other things besides the garrison, talk to your AT guys, talk to your engineers. I love going up to an AT guy and being like, yo, let's get this gun set up. AT guns are so underutilized in this game, and you could be the one to make it happen and get that thing set up. And the same thing goes for nodes. If no one's building nodes on your team and you're the support person, you got an engineer in your squad, speak up, man, go get those nodes built. It helps everyone in the long run. So you've dropped your supplies, now what? My next piece of advice is this. Your life is meaningless after you drop those supplies, which isn't a bad thing. So now you have two options. You can either die or you can redeploy, and it's very situational on what is the best option for you. If you need to get across that map fast and get a garrison up, redeploying, I know it's kind of boring, but hey man, if you want to win, sometimes you just gotta do it. I know it's a very unglamorous part of the role, but it will be addressed in the future, but for now, sometimes this is how you win games. If you don't want to redeploy, go ahead and take the point. Scout on ahead. Draw some enemy fire and have them reveal their positions. Especially if you're trying to set up a forward Gary. I always tell the squad lead, I'm gonna go off and go die now. Sometimes you just get shot in the face, and then other times you make it on to the next point. It's just another way of being helpful with the tools you're given. Now you're probably wondering, okay, I know how to use the role, but what is the best way to level it up? Because when you drop stack supplies, you don't get shit for experience points. So I have a couple generic tips, and honestly, they're just good ways of leveling up any class, but it needs to be said, if you are trying to level up the support role, take advantage of playing as the United States. M1 Garand is a great gun, and is way easier to get kills than with the Kar 98. And you're basically a rifleman at this point. They give you so much ammunition. Drop your supplies and get those kills. You will rack them up way faster than with the Kar 98 on the German side. Another good way of leveling up, take advantage of AT guns and artillery. Even if it's just loading for either one. AT guns though, get them built with your anti-tank guy and blow some shit up, man. You get points for those tank kills. You'll be flying if you kill a couple in a round. And artillery, that's always an easy no-brainer. Point, shoot, load, whatever you need to do. These are just easy ways to level up the class and get that sweet, sweet airborne uniform. And that's all I got for you guys today. But this is the best advice I can give you guys after hundreds of hours of playing as support. It's a long, slow grind, but you have to know you're the backbone of your team. You're needed to win, and experienced players will appreciate you. So the next time you're in the game and you see someone in that support role, build them an AT gun. Give them some praise, and let's go fucking win the war. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. If you want to hang out, see some more Hell Let Loose, please consider subscribing. But thank you for everything you guys do. Thank you for watching. I'll see you dudes on the front line.